Ravens. This is a game that is for the ages, right? This is a game that's going to be potentially, hopefully, living up to the hype. We have two division people, 7-2 in the Pittsburgh Steelers and 7-3 in the Baltimore Ravens, both kind of battling for that AFC North supremacy, battling for the AFC North title, battling for I'm the top dog of the AFC. But many people have kind of been sleeping on a few teams, aka the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the question that I want to address very firstly here, the question that I want to approach and discuss is, is this a measuring stick game for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Do the Pittsburgh Steelers have to come out there and flop it out and be like, look how good we actually are? And when we look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys, they are one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. When we look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, we have to think, man, they are actually a pretty good team. They have won 4 games in a row, and they benched a starting quarterback that had 4 wins to start the season as is. Insert Russell Wilson, and he is now 3-0 as a starter. So with that being said, when you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they are a team that is up and coming. Each and every game, they seem to get better and better and better. That defense is stout. Insert the trade deadline. They added their much-needed receiver that they wanted, Mike Williams. Many people, the NFL experts, let's use that term very, very loosely, because what makes you an expert, whatever it is, it is what it is, deemed that Mike Williams' trade to the Pittsburgh Steelers was a C-. Then the very next game, not even 3 days after the fact, bada bing, bada boom, he is catching a game-winning touchdown. The Pittsburgh Steelers offense is nothing to write home about. They're not putting up godly numbers. They're not putting up 500-yard passing games, right? They're not putting up 5 touchdown performances, but they don't got to, because they got the 5th-ranked best defense in the NFL. And when you have a top-ranked defense in the NFL, scoring 20 points a game is all you need, right? When you look at their wins this season so far, over the Atlanta Falcons, 18 points. Over the Denver Broncos, 13 points. Over the Chargers, 20 points. Then they started to get on a little roll. Then the offense started to click a little bit, right? Las Vegas Raiders, 32 points. The New York Jets, 37 points. The Giants, 26 points. And then versus the Commanders, 28 points. So when we look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys, in general, is this a measuring stick game? Is this a game where they're going to throw it all out and look how good we actually are? And this is 100% true. This is 100% true. This is a measuring stick game for the Pittsburgh Steelers when they played the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday. This is a game that they have to go out there and show the world, shock the world. Even if they don't win, they have to play competitive, and then I think people will start to buy into the hype. Then I think people will be like, okay, maybe you guys are on a little something, because when we did our power ranking show last night, I had the Pittsburgh Steelers sitting at number 5 in the power rankings. Hoffy and Mark D are like, yeah, they won 4 games in a row. Yeah, they're 7-2. But who had they played? Right? Who have they actually played? I mean, and I get it. You play who is in front of you, but the truth be told, they've actually played 4 playoff teams. When you say they haven't played anybody, that's a false statement. Because when you look at the record, week number 1, they played the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are probably going to end up winning the NFC South. Week 2, both on the road, by the way, they played the Denver Broncos. Broncos are probably going to slide into the 7th seed in the AFC. They're going to mess around and find out how the playoffs actually are, and then they're going to get thumped, but they're still a playoff team. Oh, by the way, they played the Chargers. 3 straight weeks, 3 playoff teams, right? They beat the Chargers, a Chargers team that is the hottest team in the NFL. Many people are sleeping on the Chargers. Wake up. They are here. They are there, right? And then they played the Washington Commanders just last week. Those are 4 playoff teams that they have played. The Falcons, Broncos, Chargers, and Commanders. Yes, they did play the Colts, Cowboys, Raiders, and Jets, whatever, right? The simple fact of the matter is they have been proven and they've been tested, and they are still 7-2 in the NFL, and they're just as good. With that being said, guys, I got to ask the question, is this a measuring stick game for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I say yes. I say yes because all of those naysayers, Mark, Hoffy, the rest of the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers ain't shit. They haven't played nobody. Well, they have played somebody. And on Sunday, on the November 17th at 1 o'clock on the East Coast time, it will be on my TV, the main TV. I'm like, you know what? Bada bing, bada boom. Pittsburgh Steelers are the real deal. They are the 5th ranked team in the NFL. They are them. They are them. So are the Pittsburgh Steelers the real deal, guys? Is this a measuring stick game? And can people finally stop sleeping on them? Let's welcome my man Derek into the game. He says, well, half of those games were a different quarterback. It doesn't matter, Derek. It doesn't matter if Justin Fields played against the Falcons, Broncos, and Chargers, right? It doesn't matter. Bada bing, bada boom. Insert Russell Wilson. He does. Russell Wilson has been undefeated, right? 3-0 as a starter. Win versus the Jets, right? Wins over the Giants. Not a bad Giants team. The Giants team's got a pretty good defense. I believe they're ranked 15th in the NFL. Not terrible. A Commanders team. Many people are kind of sleeping on them as well. But the Commanders are up and coming as well. So it doesn't matter if you have X quarterback, B quarterback, Z quarterback. It doesn't matter because the Pittsburgh Steelers have a system where it is plug and play. You can put Justin Fields in there. You can put Russell Wilson in there. Hell, you can put Malik Willis in there. You can put Trey Lance in there. Dak Prescott. It doesn't matter. The Steelers are going to win because they're winning off of running and defense. That is how they win their games. That is how they're going to continue to win their games. And that is how they're going to beat the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday. Run the ball, play defense, because we all know that the Baltimore Ravens cannot play defense. So are we sleeping on the Pittsburgh Steelers? Are we finally buying into the hype? Is this a measuring stick game for them? That is the question that we want to answer today here in the comments, guys. So let us know. What do you think? What do you think? We got my man Mark D. Mark D is in the chat. Speaking of Mark D, I had Mark D on the Power Ranking show last night. He's like, yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers are good, but who have they played? Speaking of the devil, Mark, they played people. They have played people. They played 4 playoff teams. I counted a playoff team as your Denver Broncos, so give me a little bit of credit, but the Falcons, Broncos, Chargers, and Commanders. 4 of their 9 games so far has been against playoff teams. So don't tell me that they haven't played nobody. They have played people. They have played people. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Got my man Frank Glass in the chat. He says, what's up? What's up? What's up, Frank? Frank is a Colts fan, so he knows all about winning. My bad, Frank. Was that too soon? Nah, but as you guys know, the Colts did